The 2019 Media Challenge Lifetime Achievement Award.
Today we're joined by none other than William Pike. William, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thanks.
Everyone knows you. You're the chap behind the Star newspaper.
It was a wine and dine affair for Fish and Good Family as former managing director William Pike officially opened Pike House.
He was a team builder. He was very good at spotting talent and nurturing that talent. He knows what kind of talent that he would love to use. And he makes sure that he gave him the talent. Because I myself have gained the 15 years that I've been working with Capital Radio and Beat FM. I feel I've really achieved a lot. I've managed to bring out myself, my talent in me.
I found him to be an exemplary leader. I found him to be an exemplary manager. I find him to be very visionary in the sense that everything that I know about radio, I basically learned from him.
I played a key role in developing the media industry in this country because New Vision for a long time served as a training ground for journalists, but Pike would encourage interns, even when you are still at university, you could come and do internship at the New Vision.
I knew William Pike in 1999, 2000, when I came to seek for internship at Capital Radio. So I got the opportunity to officially join the system. Though I was still at school because I was with my career and then at the same time.
A lot of my media training came from Mr. William Pike, whom I first met when I was fresh out of university in 1987. I joined the New Vision as a freelance reporter, sports reporter. And between 1987 and the year 2006, I worked closely with William. And I grew a lot in my professional work, but also in my positions.
William was the gentleman that brought me up to Uganda and changed my life. William taught me many, many things. He taught me how to be tough, how to be inclusive, how to involve and get other people's input into any decision, but remain making the decision yourself.
He was a workaholic, very demanding, and he could be actually very aggressive.
And very strict, by the way. That's what I can say about him. He's a no-nonsense person. He always wants something good. You have to produce something nice. The output has to be nice. Everything has to be good. So if he's to receive the award, oh my God, I'm so happy for him. And confident Pike.
He's been a very important block in the media industry. He has really made people achieve exactly what they want. So I would say William Pike really deserves it.
He's a man who stands for the truth. So he has taken up those lifetime challenges and stood by them. And being someone who has mentored so many people into that direction, I think it is worth it.
But really, William, this is our very, very simple way of saying to you,
me into the Luwero Triangle to interview Museveni and to write a story for the international media about the Bush War. So I did a story for South Magazine where I worked, for The Observer, for the BBC, and for many international media houses, because it was a very big, sensational world story. But the interesting thing, which some of you might find difficult to imagine, is I went there to write the story. I interviewed Museveni, took lots of notes, took lots of pictures, came back, and the story came out about 1 month later. Now, of course, we have social media, we have the internet, we have SMS, text message, mobile phones. Today, I wouldn't be necessary, or it wouldn't be relevant, but Museveni and the NRA could have been posting social media comments and stories and updates from the bush themselves, so they wouldn't have needed to bring a journalist there to report on them. So, is this the end of journalism as we know it? Because in those days, it was really important to get a responsible, objective journalist to cover things. But today, anyone can put a story online. And it doesn't really matter if it's true or false. You can just put it online and people will read your story. So you can say what you want. There's no longer carefully managed news outlets are no longer as important as they used to be, seemingly. However, the positive flip side is that the biggest newspaper websites in the world, the biggest websites, news websites today, are mostly the traditional media websites. So the biggest newspaper website in the world is The Guardian, which has 160 million unique visitors, far bigger than the audience it ever had when it was a conventional newspaper in the United Kingdom. It's now a global website. Even our newspaper in Kenya, which is The Star, which is a relatively small newspaper, has 4 million unique visitors a month. So media has the websites, the biggest news websites in the world are actually old heritage newspaper websites or heritage news outlets like the BBC. The only problem is that these now massive news websites don't actually make money because no one has figured out properly how to make money from digital media. I don't know, where will all this end? What's your future in this trajectory? I don't know, I really don't know. But what I know is that I myself have had a great adventure in journalism for the last 40 years. And I think most of you will have 40 years ahead of you. So I hope you have as great an adventure as I have had. Thank you very much, Abbas and your team, for this award. And good luck, all of you guys, with your future career. Thank you. Thank you very much.